Carlo, you really can't sit here because it's way too hot. Oh, I don't know what's happened in England at the moment, but it was autumn and now it's just gone back into summer. I know, I feel you. This isn't a new highlighter, it's just sweat. Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some of my top tips and things that I wish I had known going into university. I finished uni, when did I graduate? 2019, which makes me feel like, where has that time gone? Pandemic, that's where the time's gone. So yeah, I graduated 2 years ago and there is so much that I wish I had known before going to uni, and it's September now and I know that people have either just gone this week or are going next week. Obviously the uni experience is going to be a lot different because of COVID now. I don't know kind of what the rules are at the moment with like mixing and everything and online learning to actual in classrooms, whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to be giving you my tips as if the pandemic wasn't there. Let's just act like it's not there, because in like 5 years time, when hopefully the pandemic has just completely disappeared, this could be helpful for people that are going when there's no like worldwide virus going around. But I loved my uni experience, it was so much fun. I studied for 3 years at Bournemouth and I have a degree in media production, if those of you who don't know. I think there's quite a lot, and I know that I ramble for a lot of videos, so I don't want to do that today because I'm hot, I fancy a coffee, I want to lie down, put my feet up, go enjoy the sunshine. So let's just get started. Also, if you are new here, don't forget to like, comment below if you are going to uni, what uni, no, don't tell me the uni you're going to, that could be a bit weird. If you are at uni already, what year you're in, what are you studying? Let's have a conversation in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe as well. I've kind of divided it up into 3 different aspects. I've got the social aspect, what you actually need going to uni, and then like the learning itself, because I feel like that's a good way to separate it. I put my first one is to make sure you go to the freshers events that you guys have at your uni. My uni had 2 weeks worth of freshers and there was an event every single day. Now they had it in packs. You could have like a silver pack, which was I think 1 week, a bronze, which was a couple of them, I can't remember, but I got the gold packet, which was like you had access to every single one that week. But there was also one that was being ran by the actual clubs in the town. No, that's one I went to. So there were 2 different ones that were being ran. There was one that was ran by the uni and there was one that was ran by the actual clubs in town. So there were 2 different ones and you could get wristbands for 2 separate ones. So you need to make sure that you and your friends, if your town or uni does that, make sure that you guys get the same wristbands, because there was a massive panic. I remember there was a huge scramble when we got there, like to our halls, like of who was actually going to the correct freshers week and who was going to the wrong one. So make sure that you guys are going to the correct ones. If there's like 2 different ones running simultaneously, when you go to the freshers events, get involved, dress up. I miss dressing up for freshers so much, or even just a uni event in general. They love a fancy dress. Bear that in mind. Come with a box of supplies of fancy dress. My friend Katie did, and she barely ever spent any money because she had a box of stuff with her already. I did not, because I didn't think I would need it. You do need it. Make the most of freshers and talk to literally everyone. My best friends now, I met on my first day of uni, and we have so many good memories from freshers and stuff. So yes, make sure you speak to everyone at uni, not just people in your halls, not just people on your course. Like, mingle and socialise, you know, because you're never in that environment again where there's so many different people from across the world, not just the UK, that are all in one place at the same time. Yeah, mingle a little bit, be a little social butterfly. My other one is join a society. I joined one for like a day. I joined like a cocktail society. It was brand new. They had one event, it was really, really rubbish. I wish I'd actually joined a proper one that was like up and running beforehand, so it was more organised, because this one was not organised at all. There are so many different societies that you can go to and join up. You can start one if you want. They had like a hummus society, a Disney one, Harry Potter one, they had like an avocado society. Like, if you can think of it and like get a certain amount of people, I think is what is needed to create one, they will literally accept anything. One of my regrets is actually not joining a sports team. Now, my friends watching this and my family are going to be like, you are the least... What the hell? They're going to be like, telling you you're the least sportiest person ever. Correct! I am not sporty in the slightest, but my friend joined a sports team and she made so many friends on that. I don't know, I just kind of wish I joined a sports team. I think that's one of my regrets at uni, is not joining one. Even if it was just like a nice easy one, like what is an easy sport that doesn't require a lot of effort? Bowling? I could do bowling. Is that even a sport at uni? Try and find your either flatmates or people on your course before you actually go to uni. I don't know how every single uni does this. I know it might be different for everyone, but for my one, I don't know how this happened. We got added to like a Facebook group, and then you would put like the course you were studying, and then somebody made a massive group chat. There was a halls page as well for like the particular hall that I was staying in, and then people were literally putting in the flat that they were staying in and like their room number, and I met a couple of people that way. I think I found 4, me included, of us, and there were 2 people that we didn't know. Is that right? I think that might be right. There was 4 of us that I had made a group chat of before, and 2 after, which was nice because when we finally met, we were like, oh my god, hi, you're so-and-so, it's so nice to finally meet you. And then like, you'd already had a bit of background chat, so it wasn't as awkward. So try and find people that you can on your course or in your flat, just to make that kind of first introduction a lot less awkward. Find a pub quiz. Find a local pub, see if they've got a pub quiz, and go to it. We did this every single Monday, and I had the best time ever. It was so much fun. You get to know the teams there. You get to get like rivalries with the teams, win money, you win drinks, we played games, and it's just something to do that wasn't like a massive night out. It wasn't, you know, going to a club and getting drunk all the time. We got drunk quite a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie. But it was nice to like have a social aspect and play a game in like a massive group environment, and it was really, really fun. So if that's your thing, I would definitely recommend finding a pub quiz and joining one. Learn how to budget. I still can't budget now. I'm a lot better now than I was, but that's because I have a house and actual responsibilities. But back then, I had a bursary, I had a scholarship, I had my student finance, which was quite a lot of money. So I was getting all this free money, and I was just splashing out the cash. I didn't ever look in my bank balance because to me it wasn't real money. It was like monopoly money. But learn how to budget. If you go into a club, they used to do these things called, I think they're called spikies. Get one, they are free, you don't have to pay for them. You go into the club, you say to the bar person, can I have a spiky? I don't know if they're called spikies. I'll put a picture of what they're at or what I mean, but they basically just give you them and you pop them in the bottle of your drink and you put your straw state in it, so you don't get spiked, essentially, because we know that sadly there are some really messed up people in this world who do things and drop things in your drink. Obviously this won't apply to if you have a cup, which is I know a lot of people do have cups and they like get a spirit and a mixer or a cocktail, but if you're getting like a VK or a beer, which at uni a lot of people do just drink VKs on nights out because they're cheap, the spiky will fit in the lid, pop your straw in, and then you can hold it around without having to worry that you're going to hold it to the side and someone's going to pop something in your drink, because that cannot happen with a spiky. So definitely, if you're drinking from a bottle in a club, ask for one behind the bar. Freshers' flu is a real thing. This year, obviously, if you have flu, it might be coronavirus, but you will get freshers' flu. If it's not coronavirus, you'll just get ill because you're going out every night, drinking, lack of sleep, getting up early to go to uni and like your induction courses and stuff, and you're trying to do so much in such a short space of time that by the end of it you're so run down that you will get ill. Look forward to that. A big one here, this is like the end of my social aspect, is just to look after your mental health. This wasn't really massively spoken about when I was at uni, but obviously since I finished out and whilst I was even at uni, it like got spoken about more and more. But if you don't want to do something, just don't do it. And I hate that. There were so many people at uni that I saw getting like pressured into drinking or doing other things, and you could tell they didn't want to, but they were just too either polite to say no, scared to say no, didn't want to say no because they didn't want to be like judged or something stupid. But me and my friends, which is why I'm probably friends with these people, is like if we don't want to do something, we will just straight up say like no, and no one's gonna force us to, because we're so stubborn. I wouldn't even say stubborn, we just know what we want and we know what we don't want, and if we don't feel comfortable doing something, we just won't do it, and there's no talking us around it really. Unless you're trying to say to one of us to go out, a bit different. But if you're in a social environment and everyone's like shouting at you, drink this, drink this, drink this, and you just say no, and they all start booing at you, blah blah blah, they're gonna forget that by tomorrow. They're not gonna remember. Don't feel guilty, and if they do that, get some new friends, because your real friends would take no for an answer. I think that was all for my social aspect. Let's go through what you'll actually need. Now, I don't know when you guys are gonna be watching this. I have filmed this like at the start of September, so some of you might already be there and are probably thinking I did not need all this stuff, and you are correct. When I first moved into uni, I had 9 bags. No, 19 bags, I think. I had a lot of bags. I will try and find some pictures or videos of how much stuff I took with me. I overpacked to the max, and bearing in mind we only had a room and like one cupboard. One cupboard fit my cups, mugs, plates, bowls and all my food in. So don't overpack. You're gonna think you need everything. Your parents are gonna think you need everything. You don't need your whole entire home to come with you. Just take the essentials. And that especially goes for stationery. Going to a new uni or a new year at school is always exciting because you get loads of stationery, but there's so much things that I got that I never ever used and just went up going in the bin. It was just a waste of money. Like paper clips. When is the last time you used a paper clip? Tell me. All I really needed going to uni stationery-wise was a notepad and a pen. That's literally all I needed. Didn't need anything else. Obviously it depends on the course you're doing, because if you're doing like mathematics then you're going to need like your calculator and all that kind of shebang. But for a basic course like I did, I just needed a pen and paper. I would also advise you not to go home that much, because I feel like that would make you more homesick. Now obviously everyone's different at uni. Some people really enjoy it and they never want to like go home ever. Some people like going home every single weekend, and some people just aren't really fussed and will come and go as they please, which was kind of me. I loved uni. I went home occasionally. I didn't go home every weekend. But there was always so much going on at uni that I didn't want to feel like I was missing out on something, which I'm glad I didn't do, because looking back now I feel like I would have missed so many more experiences if I was to spend most of my time at home. You're also like paying so much money to go. I don't get why you would pay that much money to just then stay at home. Like you could just do an online course. But I would, unless you're really, really struggling, you know, and you just, it's not for you, then it's not for you. But I would recommend trying to stay there as long as you can and just talk to your friends that you've made and tell them how you're feeling. They might cheer you up, they might take you out, and I feel like everyone's in the same situation. A lot of people are like, you know, it's their first time away from home, so you won't be the only one feeling like that. And if you tell someone that you're close to, chances are they're probably feeling the same, and you guys can, you know, be a little bit homesick together, watch some films together, get some food, and have like a little pamper session. Bonding experience. Get an NUS card. Now at my uni they had a thing called an A-list card, which I think is just particular for Bournemouth. So you had an NUS card or an A-list card. I didn't ever get an NUS card, but if you don't have like a uni specific one, then get one. It basically is just a little card that offers you discounts. It's basically like a student discount, but it can get you in some places. It gets you loads of offers, loads of meal deals. Take advantage of being a student with the discounts, trust me. Any single chance you have, use it. And it also lasts, I think, for a year after you finish being a student. I don't think they tell you that, so double check when your uni student like pass runs out. Okay, let's get on to the actual university now side of learning. Ask questions in lectures. They always say, has anybody got any questions? And no one speaks. Or it's like that one person that has like 1,000,001,001 questions all in one go. If you really don't know something or don't understand something, ask. You are paying to be there. So if you don't understand something, you have the opportunity to ask. You're not asking, you're just literally wasting your money, and you're not going to get the most out of your degree if you actually don't ask and get stuck into things. Get stuck into projects. If you're in a group, do the effort. Do not lead it all to one person. I hated teamwork so much that I actually had, I'm going off on a tangent here because I'm getting so irate already. There was like a task where we had to work in a team and we all shared the same grade. So no matter what kind of effort you put into that group, you were all coming out with the same grade, which I disputed so much. I said that is not fair, because there was 2 girls that did sweet F all, and me and the other people in the team done everything, and like they did like the bare minimum. Like they scraped their grade. We all got the same grade. They got a good grade because, not because of their work, because of our work. So if you are in a group, please do not be that person, because it literally grinds my gears. Oh, something that I really wish I had done was actually voice note my lectures. They actually said at the start of the year that some people used to take like dictator phones and put it at the top, like the front of the class, and they would sit down and collect it at the end. The lectures sometimes, it depends who you have, can speak really, really fast or really slow. If they're speaking really slow, you have time to write down your notes. But like again, you're not going to get it word for word, and there's a chance you're going to miss some stuff out. If they're talking really fast, there's no there's no chance in hell you're going to be able to write down everything they're saying. And they're like, oh yeah, but I'll put the slides up online so you can check them online. The slides don't say everything you've said word for word in this lecture. I'm going to miss some stuff out that I know is important. Honestly, buy a recorder or put your phone at the front, put your phone on record, something, and like record the lecture, because it's so much easier. Do not leave your referencing till the end of your essay. I know that it's very likely that you're probably going to do that, but just don't. As soon as you have a quote, make the reference straight away. It will save you so much time, and then once you finish your essay, you can say you're finished, you can be like, oh, I'm finished, oh, but I've still got to write my referencing list, which is what me and my friends had to say all the time, but just don't do that. Don't be us. I put start your deadlines early, start a little bit of revision, start a little bit of research. If you do a lot, it will save you having to do a lot in a little time. That was so fucking good. I don't know if that's a quote already or if I just made that up, but that is truly inspirational. And the last one is just have fun, enjoy it, say yes to, I was gonna say yes to everything, but do not say yes to everything unless you want to. Do as much as you can in the time that you have. Do all the experiences, have the best time ever. I am so jealous. But yeah, that was my tips. I have been rambling for 25 minutes. I literally thought, yeah, Tiana, I'm gonna be done in like 50 minutes. No. That was today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you found it useful. If you wanna hear some like second year tips, third year tips, what they don't tell you after graduating, any university content you want, let me know, because I could talk about uni for ages because I had such a good experience there. Obviously, everybody's experience at uni is different. I absolutely loved mine. It was probably, I said to my mum the other day, I know that when I'm 50 years old, I'm going to look back and say that those were some of the best years of my life because they were. So enjoy it. If it's not for you, I'm really sorry. I'm really sad. It's really, really sad if you don't have a good experience, but I had an amazing experience. So yeah, if you want to hear about some of those stories, because I've got a lot, let me know. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Like I said at the start, if you like this, don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe, and also comment below if you're going to uni this year. If you're already at uni, I would love to know how you're finding it. But I will see you guys soon for a brand new video. Bye.